Hey everybody, welcome back to Deathmark. This is episode 7 of our game series. So this is our most recent Deathmark bearer, Mark bearer. Ai Kashiwagi. She is a pop idol. So in our last episode, we beat the bride, and we know now that we have a new mark bearer, and she got a death mark on Manhole Road. So we're gonna go there now and explore a little bit. I don't think we know anything else about the ghost yet, other than it's on Manhole Road. The road runs through a quiet residential area. It's far removed from major crossroads, so it's totally deserted this time of night. Look a little suspicious wandering around, but no one's here to report us. Yep, this is the place. We were looking for a ghost here. Wouldn't happen to be a woman wearing white, carrying a statue, would it? Actually, yeah, that was the rumor. I don't really remember the statue bit. So it was a woman in white ghost is what we're looking for, I guess. So did you find the ghost? No, we didn't. But Madame Yasuoka said she felt a bad presence throughout the entire shoot. Keep mentioning Yasuoka. What kind of person is she? So Madame Yasuoka is, I guess, like a psychic, and she also has a death mark, but we haven't met her yet. What kind of person is she? Sorry, I forgot to explain. She's a famous fortune teller. Her predictions often come true. They say she's got true spiritual powers. The fortune teller knew about the mark. Maybe she was working with Sayakujo. Oh yeah, I better email her. We gotta let her know about you and what happened to Dr. Saya. I pushes some buttons on her phone. Cell phones are getting pretty common now. 10 years, everyone will probably own one, old and young alike. What year is this supposed to take place in? I'm guessing not present-day Japan. Everyone does have a cell phone now. Technology evolves so fast. It's amazing. Sorry that took so long. Alright, should we get right down to investigating, Mr. Moosh? Anything I can do to help, just let me know. Alright, oh, here's something. Normal manhole cover. Looks like we need special tools to open it, which I don't think we have. Huh? This one's got a different design. It's true. It's only one of an older make. Covered in rust. Huh. Looks like I can get a hand in. Can you lift it? I highly doubt it. I'm sure you need special tools to open up a manhole. Yeah, you do. You need yourself like a glass of Chardonnay, maybe a box of chocolates. Take them to dinner. You gotta work for it. Well, why not just try it? Determination and strength will get you farther than you expect. Is that from another of your songs? Come on, Mr. Moosh. You take that side. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3. Is this wise? The lid lifts and a putrid smell wafts out. Can't believe we actually got it open. Why are we trying to go down into the sewers? The black void stretches deep underground. Rusted metal ladder is set into the side of the hole. Does this connect to the sewers? Actually, it doesn't smell like it does. Weird. Well, it probably smells like shit. That's what we just said in so many words, right? The rumor about the white woman, the mirror woman, mysteriously vanishes. Could it be that she herself is hid down here? Why don't we try going down for a look? What? Are you serious? But I'm in my stage outfit. So you're going to wait up here? No, I'm coming. But don't you dare look up while you're climbing down. We go down first and I quickly follows. The rest of the ladder creaks when we put weight on it. It doesn't make me nervous at all. He said sarcastically. Make our way carefully and it takes us a while to reach the bottom. I feel like this must go farther down than a normal sewer. It's like a secret entrance. Maybe for a secret society's hideout. Full of secret dumps. Ai's voice bounces off the walls above me. She's probably joking around to stop herself from freaking out. My feet finally reach solid ground. Okay. Concrete passageway stretches before us. I doubt it's been ventilated in a long time. The musty air is stagnant and heavy, making it slightly difficult to breathe. Definitely doesn't look like a sewer. At least my outfit won't get dirty. But where are we anyway? How should I know? It's like some kind of secret tunnel or something. We'll just have to look around. There's the ladder, what we came in on. that the only thing that's shiny? Just that. If I climb the ladder, I can get above ground. No, not yet. Move down rear path. Do we have a map? Eek! I suddenly shrieks pitifully and stops in her tracks. Mr. Moosh, what is that? She shakily points and I shine light that way. I don't see anything. Hair? Something dark and long is clinging to the wall. Is this the typical Japanese hair ghost trope? We haven't seen one of those yet. I've been waiting for the hair ghost. Is that human hair? What's it doing here? Oh, we do have a map. Okay. So it looks like we could go forward, but there's also a way behind us. Well, whatever. It's very dark. There's a lot of hair. Oh, on the ceiling too? Do we want to go forward? Try it. Probably die a horribly painful death. Wall has been discolored by water stains and dust. Going by the fainting, it's got to be old. Alright. Well, that's exciting news. I guess just the door. Probably gonna be locked. Old-fashioned, though well-built iron door. Paint to shipping in places, so it must be pretty old. Whoa, that door looks ancient. I had no idea there was a place like this under the ground. Oh, could this be some kind of lab? What made you think that? How could she say something like that with a straight face? Sure, her innocence is cute, but I get the feeling she's not particularly bright. Good job, dumbass. I'm sorry, did I say something bad? No, it's not that. Give up on I and reach the doorknob. Locked. Of course it is. Called it. Let's go. I don't want to stay here long, so... never get to finish what I'm saying. Excuse me. Homeless Joe? An old man jumps out from the iron door, yelling strangely. Hey, where are you folks from? What are you doing on my turf, huh? He's smirking, but his tone is serious. Then I smell an odd stench. It's the smelly tunnel bum. See, this old man is a homeless guy who's living down here. Nothing really. That's right. We haven't done anything. I know she's trying to back me up, but she definitely doesn't sound convincing. This underground shelter isn't a place for irresponsible layabouts like yourselves. Understand? So leave my turf alone and get out of here. Weird. Disappears behind the iron door. And it sounds like he's carefully locked it up again. Man, that surprised me. Wasn't expecting a person to come out. Oh, do you think that guy was homeless? 2 + 2 equals... Come on, I. Yeah. Maybe not something you ponder out loud, though. Could it be she's never seen... Have you never seen a homeless person before, I? I, the pop idol? Still, that old man, why did he pop out just to warn us? The door was locked, then he shouldn't have to worry about being disturbed. But if I don't know why, then I should probably just do as he says. Let's go, he might come yell at us again. Yeah. Alright, so we're not going to go back over there. But there should be another way to go past the ladder, I think. Like towards the entrance? It looks like it anyway. Move forward. Yeah, what's over here? I see a box. Emitting a strange red light. It's a large iron box. Let's feel it. So my hands underneath the lid and pull with all my might. Pops open with an unexpectedly loud noise. There are a few tools inside, along with what looks like a notebook. Got hammer, hatchet, and red notebook. Nice. Wow, it was full of stuff. What does the notebook say? Flip through the notebook with I. Lettering is very fine. It's impossible to read in such a dark place. What concerns me even more is... What's that smell? Bizarre stench invades my nose like a mix between tallow, perfume, and blood. It didn't take me long to figure out that it's coming from the notebook. I can't believe you're holding it. Could you maybe put it away? think I might puke. Put the notebook in my bag for now. The smell might permeate the other items, but some sacrifices are necessary. Seems just about everything we can. Seems to be an underground shelter. But with the solid concrete walls, it's not quite like your standard shelter. Well, we didn't find anything on spirits or that woman in a white robe. At least the notebook shows some promise. Too bad we couldn't get more out of that old guy. What's behind that door, anyway? We'll never know. Homeless Joe is a very secretive man. The moment we entered the shelter, it's been hard to breathe. Like there's a noose tightening around my neck. Thought it was because of the still air, but that might not be the only reason. Something in my head throbs. This place, it holds some kind of horrible secret. I'm almost sure of it. Do I somehow know this underground shelter? Mr. Moosh, kinda spacing out. You okay? You look pale, too. I'm fine, it's nothing. The air in here is pretty bad. No surprise you're feeling sick. Let's head back up for now. Return to the entrance and begin climbing the rickety ladder. I bet all those secrets are behind Homeless Joe's iron door. When we climb out of the manhole, the breeze that brushes my cheek is refreshing. The unpleasant air that hounded us underground starts to disperse. Ah, Miss... Oh, this must be, the psychic. Ah, Miss I finally found you. Glad to see you are safe. Oh, Madam Yasuoka. Good morning. Great to see you. But what are you doing here? I went to Miss Kudo's mansion, but no one answered the door. I then got your email, so I came here. Still, it is hard to believe that Miss Kudo has passed away. Seems to be the woman that I keeps mentioning. The thick layers of makeup make it hard, but going by her voice, she must be pretty old. Real nice. I'm Tawako Yasuoka. You must be Mr. Moosh. I read about you and your mark in Miss I's email. Seems you've been working hard to help those who have the mark. Yasuoka, how much do you know about the mark? Good question. I'm sure I know less than what you are hoping I do. Miss Kudo told me about a scar like that, asked what I knew of it. Oh. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for more. I assume it's some sort of curse. What's that face? Though I never thought it would be the work of inhuman spirits. Or that I would become a victim. Yasuoka rolls up her sleeve, revealing the mark on her arm. I've lived long enough already. I have no attachments to this world. But Miss I is still young. Do everything you can to save her. Can't promise anything, but I'll try. I'll need your help as well. I heard you have spiritual powers. Mr. Moosh, don't sound so suspicious. I don't care about spirits or ghosts, but she's definitely the real deal. It's natural to be doubtful. It's best to not tangle with spirits if you want to live in peace. However, Mr. Moosh, you seem to have some spiritual powers of your own. Have you experienced something no one else has? You mean like being hunted down and exercising 3 different spirits in like a week's time? Yeah, I have some experience with that. The strange voice I hear every so often suddenly comes to mind. I mention it to her. Intriguing. Jeanne d'Arc was famous for hearing the voice of God, but usually it's only spirit whispers. Maybe an evil spirit or ghost, or even the soul of someone who loves you trying to save you. Trying to help, I'd appreciate it if it could give clearer hints. I can do nothing about that. Humans and souls live separately. Imagine a long-distance radio signal. Static can garble the message. A soul protecting the one it loves? Ah, how romantic. Mr. Moosh, do you have any idea who that soul could be? No way I would. I don't have any memories. Even if I did, it's not like there's a way I'd be able to know. Maybe it's, Sayakujo. Like, we wound up at her mansion. We obviously know her somehow, before she died. So, what's your plan now? We were going to head back to the mansion. We need to report to Mary, after all. Oh, and who might that be? A doll. One that talks, even. A talking doll. Not so strange when you consider it's a Kudo family we're discussing. She's not surprised at all, because it pays to specialize in the supernatural sometimes. Shall we head to the mansion? I'm intrigued by this Mary. Alright, I guess we can. I don't think there's anything else for us to do in here. Right? Like, old vending machine. It doesn't look like it's been restocked in a while. It's mostly empty. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I can't go anywhere. Alright. Well then, I guess we are returning to Kudo Mansion. It's kind of a bust. I don't think we found a lot of stuff. Oh, the notebook. We still have to read the notebook. Yasuoka climbs out of the car. Her gaze turns nostalgic as she looks around. It's been a long time. About 20 years now. Back 2 generations of family heads. Known them a long time then. Haha, hasn't been that long. I had a falling out with Murasame, the second last head, and cut ties with them. They didn't even invite me to Murasame's funeral. The last head, Masumone, and Saya were kids the last time I saw them. Imagine my surprise when Saya contacted me a month ago. Wait a second. First it was Murasame, then it was Masamune, and the current head is Saya Kujo, right? There have been 3 heads in 20 years? That's right. I like that face. That's like my face every day. That's my resting face. Yasuoka grimaces. Family is known for their short lives. Accidents or heart attacks, very few have lived full lives. Gossips say their family is cursed. So Saya Kujo didn't escape that fate either. Well, she had like flowers growing out of her body. She was very dead. Probably just coincidence, but there's something about this mansion that tells me I shouldn't be so sure. If it really is a curse, what's causing it? Could it be divine wrath? Ah, Miss I. You've been staring this whole time. Something the matter? Well, there's something. Mr. Moosh, does the Kudo family keep animals out in their yard? No, I don't think so. Oh, and that black rabbit is odd. The bunny! The rabbit's back again? What is it doing here? I want to go meet the bunny. Where'd it go? I think it was headed for the building. It had something in its mouth. What was it? I don't know. It was too dark and it was far away. You know that rabbit, Mr. Moosh? Kind of. Tell him about the black rabbit I've seen on my investigations. Mary said that it has some sort of spirit residing in it. Now it's suddenly here. What could that mean, I wonder? I like her. Just the face. All at once my heart starts pounding. I have a bad feeling about this. Like something terrible is about to happen. I find myself bolting to the entrance hall. Everything looks the same as usual here. Did the rabbit get inside the mansion? Quickly scan the room for it. Where's Mary? Mary isn't sitting on the sofa. Mary's got no legs to move. She can't walk. Mr. Moosh, over there, in the corner. Turn in the direction I is pointing. What's going on? I's voice had an audible shake in it. How the hell should I know? To force the words out of my mouth, my voice shakes like hers. Yasuoka is silent. Mary's dead! Oh my god! And there's blood everywhere. She bleeds. Oh no, wait, is that the rabbit? Mary lies on the ground, tragically broken. Her beautiful face is smashed to pieces. Next to her lies the... Not the bunny! Not the bun! Its head is twisted unnaturally. Fresh blood stains the floor. Why would you do that to the bunny? And to Mary, I guess. Hey, Mary! Call out to her, daring to hope. But I only get silence in response. Well, gosh. There goes like the only chance we had of surviving this. Mary is dead. Though I don't know if you say that for a doll. So that wasn't a ghost. Someone came to the house and killed Mary and the rabbit. After that, I and Yasuoka helped me pick up Mary's remains as well as the rabbit's. We work in complete silence, no one daring to speak a word. Mary is gone. I'll have to face spirits and the mark without her help from now on. Terror and dread threaten to consume me. Will I even be able to hunt down spirits like I've been doing? What the hell happened here? Did some sort of spirit do this? We know Kujo Mansion isn't necessarily safe from spirit attacks. In fact, Sayakujo was... Oh, that's right. She was killed by Hanahiko, so maybe it was a spirit. Why did the rabbit come here? Last time I saw it was at H Shrine. Did it travel all the way here after that? And for what purpose? Mr. Moosh, a moment, please? Found this while cleaning up. Do you have any idea what it is? She hands me a keyring with a single key on it. Tag attached to it says Master Key. It's the master key to the mansion. What's it doing here? Miss I did say the rabbit had something in its mouth earlier. Could have picked up this keyring and carried it. Saying the rabbit had the master key? It's only a guess. Also quite possible that Mary had it herself. Mary said she didn't know where it was. Truth is shrouded in darkness. We can use that key to open up any room in the mansion, right? Is there a place you want to get into? I think there was, like, one locked room that we've been trying to get into since episode 2 or 3. Matter of fact, there is. It's like one locked room we haven't been able to get into. I'm sad about Mary, but I'm even sadder about the rabbit. We didn't find anything else about it. It was possessed by some sort of spirit, but now we'll never know because it's dead. There's one place I've been unable to check. Locked room in the southeast corner of the second floor. Which looks exactly like every other room. Room layout looks no different from that of the other guest rooms. What are those tools on the desk? They look pretty strange. That frame over there interests me. I'd like to see the photos inside. There are 2 places of interest. What should I check first? Let's go with Yasuoka. She's a psychic. I feel like she's probably got the wherewithal to know what we should be looking at. Check the frame. Each frame contains several photos. Marionettes, wax figures, Japanese dolls. They're all photos of dolls. And one of them is Mary. Oh. What of Mary's bare frame? Looks like she was still being put together. When was this taken? The pattern on Mary's right arm. Isn't it the mark? But I never saw anything like that on her arm. Plus, this one is a different color from the one us mark bearers have. A black mark. Ours may be red, but somehow this feels even more ominous. That's about all we'll learn from this. I'll check over there next. So the dolls had a death mark too. But a doll can't die, so I wonder what that's about. The desk is a board lined with tools. There are a variety of sharp chisels and long tools that look like spatulas all in a row. Next to them are bottles filled with paints and a stack of art books. Are these tools for making dolls? Does that mean Mary was made here? Desk drawers are full of tools as well, but no documents or reports on the mark like I had hoped. I picks up a chisel and studies its handle. This thing, Mr. K is engraved on it. Sayakujo would be SK, so Saya's father was Murasame Kujo, and her older brother, the head before her, was Masamune Kujo. Either one could be MK. Yasuona tilts her head in thought. I heard the Kujo family ancestors were tasked with making Buddha statues. Suppose either of them could have been influenced by that. After examining the desk and the frame, we search the rest of the room as well. We come up with nothing more. Aw, that's too bad. I was expecting an amazing secret. Didn't learn anything more about spirits at the mark here. Yeah, this is kind of a bust. There's got to be another place we can use this key. The only thing left is the diary we found in the shelter. We'll just have to place all our bets on that. We return to the entrance hall. Pull the red notebook out of the bag I left on the floor. The flour and the tallow smell assaults my nose. I feel like my olfactory senses are shriveling. What a vulgar stench. Recognize this from when we filmed on K Mayamachi North Road. It was only a brief whiff of it, so I thought I'd imagine the smell. But perhaps that's when I received... Yasuoka scowls at the notebook. If she's right, then this notebook could be connected to the spirit somehow. Inside is the contents of a woman's diary. It almost seems like it was soaked in a pool of perfume. Stains and discolorations make most of the pages unreadable, but the last page seems clean enough. Date is from half a month ago. Chapter 4. Miss Zhu. Alright, Miss Zhu. Is this the school? As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. Children called me Miss Zhu. Zhu, the keeper of the animals. Probably because I kept so many laboratory animals in the science lab. Got to be surrounded by my beloved animals, my cute little snakes. So much more fulfilling than my current boring research. Because of that foolish principal in the fire, the school was shut down. Paradise was stolen from me. So this is kind of cool that we're revisiting the school, the elementary school from our first chapter. I need to take back my paradise. The great Asura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I need to do that. Tomorrow I will die. By the great Asura's abundant mercy I will be reborn as Miss Zhu, so I may rebuild my paradise again. It is all as the great Asura has said. Oh, great Asura. Asura, 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 Asura. Asura, 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 Asura. Okay. A little nutty. The rest of the page is filled with Asura. Did she lose her sanity while writing it? Traces of kiss marks cover the names. That, combined with the choking perfume, heavy weight of lust is overwhelming. The dark passions in this notebook, thoroughly disgusting. Love to burn it to ash immediately. And so this Miss Zhu who wrote this, could she be the woman from the rumors? She worked in a lab that would explain the white robe. But I wonder which school she was talking about. It was her paradise. Do you have any ideas? H Elementary, right? Yes, I agree. The only abandoned school in this area that hasn't been torn down. And that's where he went to go find Hanahiko. And the upstairs floor was full of snakes, remember? I tried to go upstairs to the top floor and it was full of snakes, and I said, why are all these snakes here? Because there's another ghost at that school. Oh. Maybe the paradise she wrote of. If the diary says it's true, then the woman died after she wrote it. This great Asura would have guided her transformation into Miss Zhu. Can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. Is that really possible? She seemed fairly confident that she would be reborn. The notebook being in the shelter might serve as supporting evidence. Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. How sentimental. So why was the notebook on Manhole Road? Because now her spirit resides in the school. We're missing something. Miss Zhu, so is she the one that gave Madame Yasuoka and I our marks? Where we found the diary, so the spirit must know the place. It makes sense that it comes and goes from there then, for whatever reason. Okay. But then, what about that shelter? Looks like we know where we must go next. Time to go to Edge Elementary. Tragedy at Kudo Mansion, other. Alright, so we can pick our partner, right? Or no? Maybe we have to go. Right now, I is our partner. Okay, Miss Zhu. Tragedy at Kudo Mansion. Come back to the mansion to a shocking scene. Mary is cruelly smashed to pieces, and the black rabbit lies in a pool of blood. We can only stand there in horrified silence. What was the rabbit doing here? Why did both of them die? They were our guides, our spiritual advisors. How in the world am I supposed to face spirits now? Mansion's master key. While cleaning, Yasuoka finds the master key to the mansion. Guess the black rabbit had it for whatever reason. Regardless, it let us enter the locked room. Inside, we discovered that either Masamune or Murasame, former heads of the Kujo family, likely made Mary, but unfortunately we found nothing on spirits, or the mark like we hoped. The red notebook. We found a foul-smelling notebook in the underground shelter. I and Yasuoka say they smelled something similar. Oh, they smelled something similar when they were filming on Manhole Road. Notebook appears to be some teacher's diary, and the legible parts are indescribably bizarre. Tomorrow I will die, and by the great Asura's abundant mercy I will be reborn as Miss Zhu. Miss Zhu. That was the nickname of the teacher who kept a lot of lab animals. The abandoned school that became her lab could be H Elementary. The spirit who gave Ai and Yasuoka their marks on Manhole Road, and the woman in white who was seen carrying a Buddha statue. If they were both Miss Zoo, we need to find out who she is. We have to search H Elementary. Okay. Well, we can do that. Let's have Yasuoka. I like her. Alright, so let's save here. And then, I don't think there's anything to talk about, right? Mary's gone. Mary isn't here anymore. Sad. Let's go to the elementary school. Can't believe they killed that rabbit. He was so helpful. With his little honks, his little grunts. Telling you, it's just as I said before. People who can hear voices are... Been a lecture from the moment we got in. Most inherited that power from their ancestors. So I'm sure your family has similar powers. Doesn't sound like it'll ever end. I zone out, staring at the road ahead of me. And by the way, changing the subject. You've been to H Elementary once before, haven't you? Huh? Oh yeah. Sudden topic shift shakes me out of my drowsiness. Could you tell me about your experience? It'd be a good point of reference. So we went in episodes 1 and 2 of this series. We went to H Elementary School to fight Hanahiko, who was this little boy ghost who dressed as a girl. And we ended up losing one of our mark bearers, who was a little boy named Tsukasa. He was killed. But good. Sure, I don't mind. Tell her everything that happened with Hanahiko. It only happened a few days ago, but it feels like a lifetime. I see. She nods repeatedly. There's already been one spirit. You defeated it. Yeah, basically. And if Miss Zoo is in H Elementary, it means 2 spirits live separately in the same elementary school. Live separately? 2 spirits existing in the same place. Is that even possible? Of course, it's rare for powerful ghosts to live together in the exact same place. That's why I said separately. In Hanahiko's case, was there any area you weren't able to enter? Now that you mention it, there was a top floor that was full of snakes. You didn't go to the 2nd floor at all. I had to size it then. Miss Sue was in the school, she must be there. Yasuoka analyzed the situation calmly, as if working with an abacus. Even though her own life is on the line, it doesn't seem to rattle her at all. Yasuoka takes one look at me and smiles like she read my mind. Well, of course I'm scared. No matter my age, I'm still human. I'm just ready to resign myself if it turns out to be impossible. Some things go better once you give up. Is that your advice as a fortune teller? No, as someone who's lived as long as I have. Giving up makes life easier. And that's how everyone gets to heaven in the end. Well, I'm not ready to die today, Madam Yasuoka. We're gonna fight this ghost. Yasuoka and I arrive at H Elementary. So this is H Elementary, huh? It looks haunted like they say. So, the 2nd floor is priority? Yeah, that's right. Then let's go. We don't have time to waste. You are correct. Alright, so let's save here, just in case we die when we go in. Alright, can we go in? Headed to the entrance. Alright. Oh, there's still flowers here. Why are there still flowers here? And what's that light? Something was glowing, wasn't it? Maybe not. I feel like all these flowers should have died after we killed Hanahiko. Alright, 2nd floor. Climb the stairs. Climb the stairs. There's the snakes. Poison snakes covered the hallway. Be foolish to try to keep going. Are you kidding me? There are poisonous snakes up here? We'll be fine. We'll leave quietly, they won't attack us. Cautious to take a step backwards. Suddenly the snakes react to my bag. What the? Snakes flit their tongues in the air, trying to smell something. After a moment, they begin to leave. Disappear into the darkness of the hall before I can even blink. Oh, they smell their owner. Vanished without a sound all at once, as if they'd never been there to begin with. They left. What was that? Some sort of trap? I don't know. Looked like the snakes were sniffing my bag. Red notebook is inside. Maybe this smell made them think we were friends. Let's try going down the hallway. I haven't gone this way yet. Oh, is that so? How very exciting. You being sarcastic? Never. Going on an adventure at my age will be quite the story to tell in the future. Yasuoka chuckles quietly. Well, I hope you're more helpful than I was. Second floor isn't covered in roses like the first. There's no movement, and I don't see any plants. Guess that phenomena didn't happen on this floor. Alright. The room on the right. Long desks and what looks like sinks loom in the darkness of the classroom. Appears to be a science lab. This takes me back. Still, though. Yasuoka grimaces. Smells in here. It's an irritating sense that stings the eyes. Putrid smell fills the whole room like a box of onions has gone rotten. Look comes over Yasuoka's face, like she's remembering something. Almost like the smell of death. Even so, it's not like we can just leave. Let's get this done quickly so we can move on. So, this is the science lab, I guess, where Miss Zhu worked? I'm assuming? Desk is scorched. Seems there's more fire damage in here than the staff room. Probably where the fire started. Talisman in the dusty. Yeah, talisman. Get it. Get that warmth. Get it flowing through you. Left the science lab. Into what? Oh no. Grab one and flip through the pages. There are a ton of notes inside, scribbled in thin letters. Seems there are simple explanations for the students. Take out the last book, and when I look inside, a scrap of paper falls from in between the pages. Oh, another worn out talisman. Now we have 2. Why am I getting so many talismans? That seems unusual. Shelf packed with numerous chemicals. And closer, I see some large containers that are full of body parts. Hear Yasuoka gasp behind me. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. It can't be. No way they'd use these educational aids. There's no way that kids would look at a human hand. Extremely fresh for being samples. Probably because they were cut from a living body. Doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of them were severed. Okay. No, they're not alive anymore, but it takes a measure of courage to search body parts. Stick my hand inside, half closing my eyes, and feel around the shelf. So, is something there? Well, yeah. Stop myself from voicing my frustration. Can't make Yasuoka do something like this. Search the chemicals. Formalin containers, unidentified samples, every nook and cranny. Find a few things I can use. Clear bottle with a liquid inside. It has a label with a chemical formula on it. A brown bottle that has an irritating smell. Its label is rotted and unreadable. And finally, a bottle wrapped in foil. It smells faintly of flowers, but it's likely just a kind of chemical as well. Cool. Alright. Is that everything? As I'm done looking around, I stand up. A vinyl bundle in the corner catches my eye. Pick it up and realize it's a tightly wrapped bundle of clothes. A white coat stands out the most. Must be a lab coat. It's a science lab, so they likely have spare lab coats. Though it is a bit concerning. Rumor about a ghost in white. I and Yasuoka got their marks while filming a TV show about it at Kei Mayamachi. And all the other clothes, along with the coat, have been folded meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? Anything else to see? A piece that used to belong to a human. Notice a large tag on the side of a container. Great Asura. Letters are messy but legible. Great Asura. Down must mean below where we currently are. So that would be the first floor? Well, in the school's layout, I think there was a similar storage area on the first floor. Not sure what it means, but it might be important. Decided to take the tag just in case. Alright. Elaborate anatomical model. Touch the outside of the model. Feels like it's made out of wood or resin. Can't really tell. Ooh. Taking a closer look, I notice a huge tear in its mouth, making the mouth look bigger than it should. It's almost like an arm was forcibly shoved down it and couldn't handle the strain. Are we gonna put our hands in it? Mouth might be broken because someone stuck their hand down it. That means something is hiding either in the mouth or the torso. Could break it, but then I might break whatever's inside too. Nothing for it but to stick my hand in. Roll up your sleeves. I hesitantly slide my hand into the mouth. Something cylindrical is inside. I grab it and try to pull it out. Gah! Ew. It's a snake head. Roused by the movement, snakes begin pouring out from every crevice. Hurry, step back! I stumble backwards. Snakes slowly retreat back into the model. It seems they live inside it. I bet something's hidden in there. But to get it, I'll have to find a way to pacify the snakes. So we're gonna need like a chemical or something probably to knock them out. Open the cupboard and check inside. What all I find is trash and dust. What's in the cabinet? Cabinet door opens easily. Inside is completely full to bursting with something. Pull it out and discover that it's a garbage bag full of shredded paper. Office trash. Going to take that with you? What an odd man you are. Lift up the bag and unshredded wad of paper falls to the floor at my feet. I open it up and see several complete sentences. Guess they failed to destroy this section. Got fragment 1. So is that like a new document that we got? Hold on. Trash bag found on it. Must be a plumb cushion. Portion of a memo. Sound wave or put sleep. Also revert to aware of testing. Something about sound. Do we need to put those snakes to sleep maybe? That'd be my guess. I thought we were gonna poison them or we were gonna have to knock them out somehow. Okay, well then let's leave the storage room. School broadcast. Do you have any brains? Strange voice echoes over the intercom. Do the test immediately. Table. On the table. Static crackles before being cut off. Seems we're being watched. I believe she said table. Something might be on the desk. Let's take a look. School announcement. Wait, this one. Okay, there were strange things in the storage room of that gross science lab. Hands, ears, eyeballs, parts encased in liquid, all relatively fresh, all belonging to women. We searched the shelves for anything useful and found 3 bottles. One with a corroded label, one reading CH3CH2OH. So some kind of hydrogen oxide. And a fragrant one that says ID5. Carbon something. It has been a long time since I've had organic chem, people. It's some sort of carbon dihydroxide, something. I don't know. School announcement. A repulsive voice echoes over the loudspeaker. Miss Sue? It said, test time. We have to take tests? There are several classrooms on the 2nd floor, including the science lab we're in. Who knows what Miss Sue wants, but maybe the tests will give us a hint as to how to fight her. May as well take them while we prepare for the upcoming encounter. Good idea. Here? Dust scattered with lab equipment is a small pencil and a problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out? Peek at the questions. Take a sidelong glance at the problem sheet. They look like chemistry symbols. Like this is a science test. Something's written at the top in messy letters. Remember the experiments. That's right, I found several bottles of chemicals in the storage room. Are those chemicals used in some sort of experiments? I guess we have to start the test, right? Take the pencil and turn over the paper. I wonder if that was a bad move. Begin the test. Oh no. Compound A is widely used as fuel or disinfectant. Chemical formula is... What should... Oh! We just looked at this. Didn't we? Oh my god. Can I not? I can't check. Ah, crap. I want to say 2. Is it 2? Save. Oof. Okay. Number 2 is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. Compound and is true. It reacts to metals. Skin needs a... skin turns black on contact? Probably not. Is that wrong? Ah! I don't know. Chemistry was not my bag. I'm a biology student. Thick when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? Ammonia? Oh, man. We're dead. Ha ha ha. Your creepy breathing behind me. Root is rich. She's like some kind of alligator lady. Well, I got one question right. Decide again. All right. I mean, I don't want to leave. If we leave, what happens? Do we get killed if we leave? Maybe not. We'll have to come back. So let's do a little bit of research first. Can't hear any man-made sounds coming in through the window. Only leaves rustling in the wind. Okay. Something is scrawled on the blackboard. I? Zen. Looks like the letters spell Izen. There are more after that, but they aren't legible. Izen. Asura, I believe? Really? That's what it says? I mean, it's difficult to explain, but I can see the direction the strokes are going. Following them, that's what it says. Altogether, it's Izen Asura. Izen Asura, huh? Not familiar. Name of a god or Buddha? But why is that written on the blackboard? Interesting. Flecks of red are all over the floor. Smell like iron. Is there anything else that we need to do in here? I don't think so. No. Oh wait, what's this? Plant in the flower pot has wilted. Brown paper smells a bit like chlorine. You can scatter it. It's a fresh floral scent. And this one is flammable. Do not hold open by any flame. I wonder what we're supposed to do with that. We'll have to come back. Okay. Still going forward. What's this? Jumble of wires wrapped around the door handle. Appears to be locked by a wire stuck in the keyhole. Can we use a hammer? Got the hammer. What do I do with it? I can't think of a way to use it. What if we use the hatchet? Can we swing the hatchet down on the wire hard? Makes a dull noise, but the blade only puts a dent in the wire. Don't hit it on top of a hard surface, it'll be hard to cut it. So I don't think I have a hard surface. A plump cushion? No? Alright, I guess we need something else. Let's look at it. One wire, blah, blah, blah. Look. Jumble of wire sticking out from the door handle. Wires pushing up the door stopper, locking the door. So we need to get something else to use here. Okay. Something's in between the window and its frame. So, feel it. Slide the broken window open and the trapped paper falls out. Oh, worn out talisman. This game keeps giving me talismans for spirit power because it knows I'm an idiot. And I was going to fail that test. Organic chemistry was like a nightmare for me. Having to memorize formulas and structures. I was always a bio guy. Abandoned desk. What does it have? Try feeling around inside the desk and find something soft. It's a wadded up piece of paper. I open it and see several sentences. It seems to be something someone failed to destroy. Fragment S. What is Fragment S? Portion of memo. Wave, control, shock. This screen is not great. Says to keep it locked. Interesting. Or anything else? Not seeing. Oh, wait, light. One of the fixtures holding the light is broken. Probably shouldn't risk walking under it. Alright, well. That's not helpful. Okay. Piano plays somewhere. And that was a piano, correct? Still my breath and strained to hear any noises. Doesn't seem like anyone's here. What's this? Pick something up off the ground. Piece of sheet music. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Looks like piano sheet music. A children's song. Can you play? Yes, of course. Well, I wish that was true. I'm utterly hopeless when it comes to music. I'm tone deaf. I have no sense when it comes to rhythm. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you in this area. So I guess maybe we'll need I for that? Because she's... Oh, no, wait, go back. Go back. Because she's the one that's a musician, right? So she'll probably be able to help us in that area. Music's complicated, but would be hard for a non-player. So that would probably be for I. Little Miss Pop Idol. I'm assuming she knows how to play music. Blackboard is covered in dents and scratches. It's probably too damaged to use. Is that it? Look out at the schoolyard through the window, but I don't see anything moving around. Alright, well. That was a bust. Okay, we're gonna head it back. Okay. Seems to be locked. Alright, we can't go in that room. And if we go forward, it's gonna take us to the stairs? Yeah. Paint is peeling off the edge of the fire door and rust can be seen at the bottom. So it won't open, I guess, is what you're telling me. Down the stairs. This should be where the mirror is, I think. Right? Turn to the landing with a cracked mirror. Stare into the mirror, recalling how I felt back then. Quickly look away. Shine my light up at the ceiling instead. There's nothing there anymore. No traces of the rose vines or the guard's corpse. Something the matter? No, it's nothing. I just wanted to check something. Mirrors can do a lot of weird things, but can they really make corpses disappear? That would be ridiculous. Not too ridiculous. My finger down the cracks. Ahsoka watches me worriedly, but nothing happens. Cracks in the mirror. Nothing else particularly odd about it. Can we smash it? The hammer. Get it out, but I can't think of a way to use it. Alright, well, I know, we got it. Not hallway open flame. It's like Corlane. No? Alright. Okay, so let's go downstairs. Because we read something about Asura being downstairs, right? I think so. Dude. In the storage area? By first grade classroom. By the staff room? Was that it? I think this one. Doran left the staff room. With the way the school is laid out, we should be right under the science storage room. That reminds me. There's a strange tag attached to the formalin container. Pretty sure it said Great Asura. Down. Does that mean the Great Asura is below? That tag would be referring to this room. Take a thorough look around the room. There aren't any other suspicious spots here besides the trapdoor to the underground room. You might feel power from within that wall. From the wall? No, from inside the wall. Don't you think it's odd? Oh, don't you think it's odd? Only place without a cabinet. I guess that's true. Actually, now that she mentions it, it does seem kind of unnatural. Someone moved the cabinet. That would be a natural assumption. I don't believe it. Saying something's inside the wall? Know if we check it out. Well, I guess we will. Wall with nothing on it. Can we smash it with a hammer? Take out the hammer, but I can't think of how to use it. Tap around on the wall. I don't know why, but I've seen people on shows do it, and I think that's how you check walls. That's what I would do, too. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think this is what people do. I'll just hit this wall until something makes a sound. Huh? What's the matter? Not super obvious, but the center portion of the wall seems paler than the rest. Only had enough skill to be able to tell if it was hollow or not by the sound. I think this just kind of feels different to me. What a fascinating observation. What should I do? Can we hit it with the hammer now? Get the hammer. There we go. Flashlight down and grip it with both hands. Oh, that's rather bold. Could call attention to me, but this is where Hanahiko was. I don't think another spirit would come here. Try just once. I'll take it down in one swing. Gather my courage and swing the hammer against the wall with all my might. And a large hole, larger than I expected, opens up. Anxiously wait to see if I drew a spirit close. Luckily, it doesn't seem like anything's coming. It went a lot better than I thought it would. That went exceedingly well. Let us investigate. So, let's investigate it. Hesitantly stick my hand inside. Oh, another snake? Something cold coils around my fingers. Like I've stirred up whatever is nesting in there. If I don't deal with that first, I won't be able to check out the hole. Ugh. See, wriggling in the darkness. So we open this up, but what are we supposed to do with it? It's a school journal. The paper's teared from age and bugs, so I can't read it. Is there anything else that we can use? Or check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Crap baskets. Entrance to the underground room. What if we go down here? Is there anything else down here? Just the vines. And the dead people from when we fought Hanahiko. Which is completely discolored, stained with something that looks like sweat. Must have been living here and for a long time too. Which is oozing dark, blah blah blah. Alright. Like, I don't think there's anything else to do here because we've already been down here to explore. Well, shoot. Yes. Like, we have these chemicals, but I have no idea, like, what they're for. Maybe we should, take that test first, because I don't think we found anything else that's helped us. Maybe we need to take her test before we can move forward. We'll try. Climb the stairs. Okay. Climb these stairs. Alright. So let's try this test again. Alright. Try the test. This is what she told us to do. So. Alright. So this one should be 2. Got that one. Alright. And then what's the next one? 2 is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. Which statement about compound N is true? So it reacts to various metals. So if that's the case, should we assume that it needs a light-proof container? is that wrong? Save. Okay. So that's 2. One more. Stinks when it's thick and is fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? It's not ammonia. Is it indole? I have no idea. Also save. Okay. Good guesses. We survived. Thank you. Thank you, multiple choice test. I think we passed the test. End of the answer sheet. Next test is in the room next door. Proceed there quickly, students. Well then. Sounds like there are other tests. Seems so. Perhaps she wants to test us. Maybe. I mean, that's what tests are for. But why? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. More immediate topics should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Also, this thing really reeks. I didn't notice when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. 100 times worse than the notebook. Like a zoo in the dead of summer. Shut it tightly in a random pouch in my bag, but the smell doesn't spread. Got answer sheet. Ahsoka narrows her eyes at me. Oh, are you sure you shut that securely? Still stinks to high heaven. Huh? Ahsoka is right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Sorry, I'll check. Look down to double check my bag. Spot something that looks like a box down on the floor beneath the desk. Oh. Things seem to realize what it is before my brain does. Hands and feet stick out of the blood-soaked cover. Inside that box is a person, I guess. Try to check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. Ahsoka seems to notice something's wrong. I'll help you. Just stay back. I'll check it. Through gathering my courage, I reach out. Pull off the thick sheet. It's a person. Hat's familiar, so are the clothes. There's no mistake. Corpse of that guard who was hanging from the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. Oh, the guard that got attacked by Hanahiko. Collapsed to my knees. Horrible feeling comes barreling up through my chest. Calm down, it's okay. Come on, take a deep breath. There's a corpse. That's where the smell was coming from. So that's what it was. Let's quickly leave here. Staying here will only make things worse. Drag myself up woodenly like a puppet on strings. Classroom next door. What? Next test is in the classroom next door. Let's go there. Yes, let's. Haha, all these tests make me feel like I'm back in girls' school. Ahsoka is probably shaken, but she's putting on a brave front anyway. Even an act like that is helpful at a time like this. After all, there's no time to waste. Whoever carried this corpse here could be lurking around the corner. Okay. Next classroom? I wonder if... Hold on. Thought. I just want to check something. While I have it in my mind. Because the snakes reacted to the smell of the journal. I'm wondering if the snakes would also respond to the smell of this answer sheet. Because it smells so strongly, right? Maybe? Like, either it'll be the answer or it won't be the answer. Just curious. We opened up this hole in the wall. Tool. Answer sheet? No, I guess not. Red notebook? No? No. Like, we have these chemicals, I just don't know what they are. Handle with care. Flesh fluorescent. Quartz liquid inside the hole? It's not particularly effective. Oh. Did we waste it? Now I can smell is the horrible stench of burning animal. Oh. Those things panic and dash out of the hole. Did we just die? Yeah, that was stupid. Whoops. Decide again. So don't do that. That pissed them off. Alright. The scatter with lab equipment is a... Oh, man. I gotta do it again? Ah, alright, y'all. Hold on. Alright, let's go there instead. Instead of doing guess and check like an idiot, let's go take another test. Alright, pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. Take a glance at the problem sheet. Number of long sentences. Look like this is a science test. Written at the top in messy letters. Read the blackboard. Blackboard? I'm supposed to read it? Not sure that scribble is really important, but... Blackboard says eyes and Asura. Shouldn't be hard to read, but that's what Tawako Yasuoka says was written there. Plant in the flower bed has wilted. Do any of these will help it? Take it out, but I can't think of a way to use it. I'm just curious. No. So whatever this is acidic. Handle with care. Yeah. And this one is flammable, so I don't think that we want that either. That bottle, taking it out, but I can't think of a way to use it. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else that we can use. No? Have a hammer. Can we smash it? Nope. Alright. Well then, I guess we'll just have to take the test, because there's nothing else for us to do in here, right? Items scattered all over the floor. They smell like iron. Alright, let's try and take this test. Start the test. See how we do on this one. Live or die. Question 1. Believing in the Buddha is important. The Buddha is most extremely vital. Must believe in the incredibly strong great I. Incredibly strong great I is like an angel. Must erase the stench of corrupted humanity and become one with nature. This is called something unity. It's missing 3 letters. Fro? No. I guess it should have been I, but it's 3 letters that are missing. Question 2. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. They kill other animals. Fellow snakes also spend every day in absolute misery. Dear snakes hate this world, like they hate the sun and heat. Disaster is called the something age of decline. The critical? Oh my god. How am I supposed to know this? Question 3. Carry the great Eye's talisman every day and take rebirth. The talisman is important. It is a greater treasure than the brain or heart for life itself. It is shown not in words, but deeds. Walk with the talisman, I will become... And we're dead. That was terrible. What an awful test. Rue is rich. Ugh. These tests are hard. Mostly because I haven't found any information that's going to give me the answers. To my knowledge. Unless I, like, completely missed something. And, I mean, this can be, like, a guess and check kind of thing. So it's not like we're never going to, you know, not get the answers. Something unity. Eyes in unity? Okay. Question 2. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. Ba-ba. Okay, what do we call this? The something age of decline. The crimson? Crimson age of decline. That's 2. Question 3. I carry the great... this is shown not in words. Okay, what will you become? We didn't even get to guess this one. Extinguished Sarapuda, a trained Asura? Okay, sure. I'll take it. I will take the answers. And we survived. We passed the test. Enter the answer sheet. Next test 2 rooms over. Don't enter the classroom next door, off limits. Well, that's succinct. Got answer sheet. Going to the classroom next door, why? Perhaps she's hiding something. But being obvious has the opposite effect. Pretty much. Probably didn't think it through before. Sounds like something is hitting the wall. The noise. It appears to be from that room next door. Sounds like something's in there. Let's check out the room next door. We'll do the next test later. Forbidden classroom. Alright, let's check. After the language test, we heard a sound in the room next door. It's probably where we warned not to enter. Does that mean she doesn't want us to see something? Regardless, if her goal is to make us finish tests, then she likely won't attack until we're done. In which case, we check out that classroom first. We'll do the test later. Okay. Can we, though? Is that the room that has the wire in it? I got the wire. Yeah. Jumble of wires wrapped around the door handle. And we don't have... I don't think we have anything that we can use. Answer sheet, answer sheet. Trash, tag. Can we use the brown bottle on it? Brown bottle out of my bag and stare at the label. There's a usage warning on it, and it smells like chlorine. Some sort of strong acid that can melt metal. Take off the lid and slowly pour the liquid on the wire. Accidentally get some on the keyhole, it could be a problem. Rush, just a little at a time. Faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. Seems working like we hoped. Oh, good job. Must be some kind of nitric acid. Fortune teller sure do know that. Then, I think that should do it. Pull on the wire again. This time it comes out of the keyhole easily. Well done. Now we can check this room. Yeah, let's go. Card of the empty brown bottle. Well, I hope we didn't need that for something later. Alright, so we are actually going to save here because we've been recording for a little over an hour now, and I have some other stuff that I need to do today in terms of recording. So, this has been Deathmark Episode 7. Stay tuned, and in the next episode, we'll explore this abandoned classroom and find out a little bit more about this new spirit, Miss Zoo. But, I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch you for the next one. Peace!